What's up, everybody? I just finished another Give Yourself Goosebumps book. This is actually a special edition power play. Supposed to be a little harder than the other Give Yourself Goosebumps books, and it was, but not in the way you'd think. I actually got a good ending, like the first 2 or 3 tries. Um, this book, I really enjoy the cover. This is actually one of the best, like newer, amped up covers. Yeah. So actually, funny story. I was watching Terrifier 2 like a month ago, and I thought about this book. It just kind of popped in my head, and I was like, I'm going to read this next month. And I don't regret it at all. This is a very fun book. Easily one of the best Give Yourself Goosebump books out there. The story starts off with actually, like, you get directions, and you get to pick, like, I think there's like 14 total, maybe, of different things you could bring with you. And there is a whip, bananas, chocolate, a camera, some stuff you put on your hands to like do the trapeze act. And I tried to go with as much realistic things that I was going to bring, and I did have to change up what I was going to bring with me just a little bit. The first time I tried this, I brought bananas, the stuff that you put on your hands, and what else did I bring? I brought something else, but it was like very normal, like, things that you see every day. Not like I mean, realistically, who's gonna bring a whip with them, to a circus? But whatever. But the story starts off with you and your friend Richie. Y'all are going to a circus because y'all got invited because y'all went to circus camp, and y'all both done really, really good. And the circus invited you to go here. Immediately when you get there, you meet this lady named Miss Barbaros, I think. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but she sends you to the ring, and there is this guy on a horse throwing knives at you. And you're supposed to either like stand still and let him throw knives at you, or you can just run and go get your mom and try to get out of here. And of course, you probably should run if you go to a circus and they start doing this immediately. It doesn't take long for you to realize something's up with the circus. Like, there's some evil people here, and this book gets pretty cool. I'll say right off the bat, the endings in this book, all of them were unique. Like, none of them were the same. There's even a dream sequence ending in this book, and it worked. Like, I don't know how. Like, I usually complain about stuff like that, but it worked. One of my favorite endings in this book is where you take off running, and you literally just run all the way to your house, and you fall asleep, and you forget to go back and save your friends. Like, this is a choose your own adventure book, so it's like second person. And this is literally something I would do. Like, all right, I'm going to take a nap, I'll go back for my friends later. And it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, you run into all these like crazy characters. You got this clown that can stretch itself. I think it's Mr. Greylong or something. You have this guy that's like a lion tamer, but he's basically part lion. Like, he has like lion teeth and stuff. The leader, Miss Barbaros, she has this pendant that she can like control stuff with. And yeah, there's like a lot of different people. There's these 2 trapeze act people, and one's good and one's bad, and the bad one can turn into a snake. So yeah, there's a lot of like stuff to explore here. You do get help. You get there's 2 characters that can actually help you. One is Mr. Peewee, Mr. Peepers, that's it. And you can actually like get him to help you by feeding him. He's a little short, chubby clown. You can give him some chocolate or bananas or peanuts or whatever, and he might help you, he might not, depending on if he likes the food you're giving him. And yeah, and there's also a gypsy guy that can play a violin, and he can make lions go to sleep and stuff. But yeah, this was a really fun one. The only complaints I have is I wish we learned more about the family of these circus people. We do learn what they're doing, but we don't really learn why. At least if you did, it flew over my head. And the only other thing that I complain about is the overcomplicated nature of this book. I found the good endings quick with no help, but finding the bad endings, I wanted to get all of them. And like, there's literally like choices within choices in this, so it does get a little overwhelming at times, but it wasn't as bad. I remember there's a book called Into the Jaws of Doom, and I remember reading that as a kid, and I just literally put it away because it is hard. Haven't read it again since. Haven't even tried it, so that'll probably be like one of the last ones I read. But that was another like a special edition book. So yeah, so I kind of knew what I was getting into when I started this, but it was good. I enjoyed this one. This is easily probably one of my top 3, maybe even the best. I'd have to look at the other books that I've read, but yeah, this is really fun. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And like I said, the only complaints I have is it's just a little too complicated, and the we didn't really learn why these characters were doing this. Yeah, other than that, this book is great. I highly recommend it. Just be wary that this book is a little hard to get through. Not crazy. I wouldn't recommend a kid reading this. This is targeted to kids, but I could see a kid getting very, very annoyed with this. But yeah, I'm an adult and I read it, and it was pretty simple enough. But again, it had the branches upon branches of choices to go through. But yeah, Trapped in the Circus of Fear gets a 4 out of 5 stars for me. Easily probably one of the best books in the series. I also wanted to mention, there's a lot of body horror in this book. There's some freaks that you run into, like side freak show people. There's like a lizard guy and a girl that's half dog. But easily the most body horror oriented is the girl with like 5 tongues, and like it's described as she can't even hardly talk, and then she'll repeat herself. So that's pretty weird. And there's also an ending dealing with a Siamese twin that's pretty gross. There's also an ending dealing with you turning into a cannonball that's a little gross. So there's like a good amount of body horror in this book. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say because I've already said too much. 4 out of 5 stars for me for Trapped in the Circus of Fear. Let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys read this book? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, I didn't really go over the cover, but the guy looks like Art the Clown. He's juggling skulls, which is pretty rad. Love it. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars for me, guys. See you next time. Bye.